You know, Tideway.
Tideway, the genius behind. So these guys are just these scrappers up in Detroit. Their big idea is they can build like warehouse automation robots dirt cheap. Like an ARAS system for 20,000 SKUs is going to cost you like $7 million.
What's ARAS?
I'm sorry. ARAS is an auto retrieve, auto store. So like in a warehouse, if you're in Amazon, you have, instead of having your person walk up and down the aisles, you stand in one spot and the warehouse brings stuff to you. It's an automatic store, automatic retrieve. And so you scan your pick order. It's like, here's all the stuff you're going to need. And you're just taking it out of the bin and putting it in the order, and it's queuing it all up behind you. These guys are like, yeah, like this actually isn't that hard. But all the companies that provide it are these big, giant companies that do this stuff. And robotics has gotten cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And the big incumbents aren't incentivized to drive that price down because most of their value isn't just the robot. It's this idea of the solution. We're going to solve your problem for you, take as much money as we can. These guys are like, we can do it for like a tenth the price. No, really, we can do it for a tenth the price. And it doesn't look the same, but like functionally, it will do the same work. And that's what we care about. And so there are these smaller like warehouse robotic units that would go onto a pallet racking that would move stuff around in that space. And so normally with a big investment like that in a warehouse, you're looking at it like $7 million. All right, I got to replace this many employees over this much time before I get an ROI. These guys are coming and being like, hey, what if we did this and automated this tiny section? It's going to be like 16 grand. Yeah, I'd absolutely do that. Their market is like any warehouse that's not Amazon, that isn't like fully roboticized, has a desire to be more automated, and incremental automation and stuff is a big deal. That's the big pipe dream with these guys is if they can pull this off and start manufacturing this in an interesting way, it goes in every warehouse. Every 3PL should be using many different instances of these guys. That's the exciting part.
It's a cool market. There's a lot of warehouses that aren't Amazon. You're not going to get a small business running a fulfillment center like yours to pony up $5 million on a full.
But it's funny, man. Like my long game on this is like I think stuff gets pretty close to free to deliver in the next decade. You know, even to the last mile. And to do that, you've got to have a lot of automated moving parts that solve this. You want to place an order for, you know, your Q-tips at whatever. Well, that should go onto a thing that moves it here, that moves it there. No human should have to touch this, but there's a lot of like micro automations that need to exist for that to go. So you're getting stuff delivered for 50 cents instead of $5. When we try and envision like what pieces need to exist for that to work, something like this is part of it, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of robots to build between manufacturing and creation.
Thanks, Eric.
Cheers, Al.